I'm going to tell you a story, but the first thing you have to understand is that doesn't work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle, because I'm the one who's talking to you. Welcome to the cult. Now, we recently left off on a traveler, Patika, going on a voyage. Point I forgot to mention, actually, is that he actually, the battle took place, actually about 8 or 9 minutes. It took as long as a solar eclipse because it happened underneath the shadow eclipse. And one of these stray arrows happened to go up and actually pierce the moon, making it rendering it down to only a quarter of its size, and thus ending the eclipse early. Pretty neat, huh? Now, I've talked a fair amount of about mages. I haven't really done a lot about werewolves or vampires, so I'm gonna try to address that particular point. So, couple things. The 3 primary vampire ones. 3 physical vampire gifts. I mean, 3 primary physical disciplines. Let's say. Potence? Where are you? Like, most of them actually have words in Sanskrit. So, Brahman for potency. And with that, after you draw from your blood, you Jayati. Effectively, potence lets you just win. That's scary cool. Pulaka. Celerity. Draw from Viguni Karoti. Double. Because that's essentially what you spend like when you spend your blood point, you effectively get a second action, which means you've doubled your action. Yeah, that's not cool. I'm just saying. And interestingly enough, this probably directly relies on the fact that vampires used to be human, and thus have a Triveni Sutri at Mon, and effectively they're activating their Atiza Sutri for potency. They're activating their Vyapti Sutri for celerity, Pulaka, and they're activating their Sarvavidya Sutri for Dharata. With which they, oh, dang it, Dharata is fortitude. And fortitude is what you use to Nima Jayati, to soak. So you, like, can just, like, take damage and not be hurt. Like, it's pretty cool. Now that I've covered the basic 3 of physical gifts for physical disciplines with the vampires. So, here's what you need to do for 1 breed gift for each of you. For each of the 3 breeds. Hamid. Persuasion. This gift allows a person to become more... This gift is taught by an ancestor spirit. So, pick an ancestor. Request. Bodhizade. Or train. Vedena. Parvatayati. Persuade. You basically ask your ancestor to teach you to be more persuasive. Now here's the thing. Metis, sense worm. Now essentially, an interesting thing about this is with the Triveni thing. Essentially, the Etiza, or the Omnipotence thread, follows the strictly Jiva, strictly human thread. The Sarvavidya, or the Omniscient thread, follows the Verk, Wolf, Atman Sutri, or Sutri Atman. So then you have Kakadanta, or Chimera, in the middle, which is essentially what Metis is. And so essentially the Metis thread follows the Vyapti in a similar way that the Celerity follows the Pulaka follows the so the Pulaka follows the Kakadanta in a similar way that Vyapti follows the Pulaka, or Pulaka follows the Vyapti. So in this case, it's so this is for sense worm. Now the thing is, Visa Kermi ain't actually a problem. Visa Kermi is pretty awesome. But essentially what this allows you to do in the modified form is essentially sense Visa Kermi Nyayabhaga, or basically sense things that piss the poison worm off because they are essentially out of balance. Because the thing is, the reason the worm went mad is because it's supposed to be a balancing agent, and it wasn't just allowed to barate anymore. It wasn't allowed to balance stuff. It wasn't allowed to make even. It wasn't allowed to smooth out. It was just like stuck choking on poison all the time, when its job is to like get rid of the stuff. Its job is to recycle stuff, and it wasn't allowed to recycle. So basically, you know, it's essentially a detect. I forget how exactly I phrase it. And Lupus, level 1. Berksita, Wolf Spirit. Sfuti Karoti, heightened senses. It's actually that simple. On a side note, a lot of them are actually breathtakingly simple. Like, let's see. I did like all of these. So, Serpentis, Eyes of the Serpent. There's Date Stovnati. Lock eyes, paralyze. Quietus, level 1. Moki Karoti. Wolf. Reduce, like, put to silence. Draw from, put to silence. It's actually that simple. Protean. This one's cool. Witness of Darkness. This one lets you basically like see in the dark without any penalties. Pablidi Babadi Vichayayati. So your eyes become red and basically your sight becomes freed from shadow. Which means it is basically close to impossible for your eyes to be like actually obscured in terms of their vision. It's pretty neat actually. Oh, Auspex, Obfuscate, and oh, you know what I did first? I did Animalism. Yeah, I did Animalism, Demontate, and Animalism, Demontate, and Dominate first. So basically, like, Animalism is pretty simple. It's like, make eye contact, Santana translate, essentially. I'm trying to do them in the, like, the groupings that I did them in. Demontate is also shockingly easy. It's just, like, for level 1 at least, it's Debiguni Karoti. It's like, double passion. Like, whatever's going on, double it. Boom, you're done. You doubled. That's all. Like, not to knock it, because that's actually has the potential to be like devastatingly troublesome, but still. Dominate level 1. Belina Cariati. It's compulse. That's all. That's all. Level 1. Boom. Belina Cariati. Compulse. You're done. Karmistry, Daimoinen, and Obtenebrate. So Karmistry, level 1, Veil. It's like, it's not even a loot at level 1. It's a Veil. Chadiati, Veil. Boom, you're done. Sense of Sin. I think it's like Uncover Secret. Like, it's basically Perceive, but better. I did a bunch of these at once, which is why I'm a little bit fuzzy on some of them. And, oh, Tenebrate, Sevete. Level 1 is Sevete. Now, the thing about like it being Sevete is it gives you bonuses for Intimidation and for Stealth. That's why it's Sevete, because it's Haunt. Like, honestly, in some cases, it's breathtakingly simple. So, like, Auspex, what and Presence? Auspex something else in Presence. What do I do with Auspex and Presence? Obfuscate! Oh, wow, yeah. So, Auspex, Obfuscate, and Presence. Auspex, Spooty Karoti, Sharpen Senses. Obfuscate, Chadiati, Veil, yet again. Not even like be invisible, not even like mask, just Veil. Just Veil. And oh yeah, Presence. Harate, Fascinate. Like, basic vampire stuff is actually like shockingly easy. I mean, like, doing it this way. But in theory, if you're one of those people that like actually, I don't mean to say like it in a bad way, because I don't mean to say it in a bad way, that does like Vitala Couple, that does vampire rituals, like this stuff might actually be useful to you. I don't know. I don't know. I actually haven't tried to do any of this stuff. There's a difference between like setting it up to work and like actually trying to make it work. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe.